Moving further down the file menu, we'll take a look now at Export to NetMD, Export to CD Architect, and Export all to CD Architect. All right, the next item we see going down the file menu underneath Render As is Export to NetMD. Now, I'm not even going to launch Export to NetMD because basically what it is it's a menu function that allows you to hook up your mini disc player to your computer and then export audio clips directly from SoundForge to the mini disc player. Sony's tied their mini disc technology really tightly to the SoundForge software, and it's just a way of getting tracks synchronized to MD players and burning MD discs very easily from within the software. Don't have an MD player hooked up to my PC, so I'm not going to demonstrate it because it'll just give me a nasty error message. Moving down next, we get to Export to CD Architect. Basically, CD Architect is going to be a whole nother program that we're going to talk about in a whole nother title. But what I'll show you is that there is a lot of tight integration between SoundForge and CD Architect. I'll take a clip here, let's say the Ha Jingle. If it's the clip that is selected, and you tell that by the blue bar here that it's in the foreground and it's active. And then if I go to Export to CD Architect, it will launch CD Architect, throw the Ha Jingle into the media pool, and put the clip up into the timeline of CD Architect. And that's really cool if you're just exporting one clip or one file directly to CD Architect. But that's not necessarily what you're going to be doing all the time. I close this, and I'm not going to save it. If I wanted to take everything I have on the window, let's say I had a whole bunch of songs that I want to sequence into a CD, and I want to use CD Architect to do it because it has some pretty powerful tools that allow you to do some pretty cool stuff. But I don't want to export them one at a time like I just did. Then as long as all the files are here on the screen, I can just go up to the File menu and I can do Export All to CD Architect. What that'll do is launch CD Architect again, and then it'll put all the files in the media pool. Now you may ask, well, how come they're not up in the timeline? Well, it's because they don't want to assume what order you want to have your songs in. So it'll import them all here and get it all set up in CD Architect, but then it allows you to drag them individually up here to the timeline and drop them in so that you can sequence them and put them in whatever order you want to do. So that's basically how those three menu functions work.